Keep it moving, always keep it moving. That's enough. Remember, don't touch that. That
Oh,
is
yeah.
burning hot.
Oh, yeah.
So that could stay there, in case I need it again. So now she's ready, okay? So I'm gonna take my tree ring pour. I'm right-handed, so it's gonna have to be this way. So if you wanna watch, you'll have to come over here. And I'm gonna put just a tiny, well, first I'm gonna put my orange, because that's gonna be my center. And I'm gonna put just a little bit of each color. And put my favorite colors first. I want quite a bit of the blue. Don't forget, whatever goes in here last is going to come off the outside. So by going in here first with these colors, they didn't make a purple? Crap. I wanted purple. Oh well. Okay. A little bit of this other blue. And then we go back. Now I'll do a little bit, just a little white, because it kind of takes over. The more I'm pouring in these last ones, these are probably the ones that are going to go off. So, got to make sure I get that turquoise in. I'm going to put quite a bit of that because I want it to really show up. I'm going to repeat this. Not too much because, like I said, this is towards the end and it's going to disappear. And a little bit of this. And then I think that's enough. So there they are. There's my colors layered in there.
Nice.
And so the cushion is down. You make little tiny, tiny circles with the tree ring pour, right? Tiny little circles. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Here comes my turquoise. Here comes the white. It's making fingers, which is great. That'll be finger cells. There's a lot of the diamond blue I put in. Here comes the copper. The last one should, no, that's the orange. And the last one should be, the white disappeared. No white. I might have put too much blue. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Now give it a second. It'll start making some kind of a cell. This kind of pour usually makes finger cells. They're called finger cells. They're long, and that turquoise that blue is just wonderful. But I don't know where my turquoise went. Now the other day when I did one of these, I thought the center was too dark, so I added another pour into it. That didn't work out great. Okay? No, you're not supposed to really do that. But I was experimenting, and I didn't like the way the center had turned out. But this one, I'm not going to touch this time. Let's see what happens when.
Pretty.
Let's see what happens when we tilt, because that's going to stretch everything. Let's see. Should be ready. We're going to do very gentle circles at first. Not going to the edge at all. That diamond blue is just gorgeous. It's stretching the orange, which I'm really happy about. See that? Orange stretching?
Yeah.
And as it's stretching, some of the turquoise is starting to show, which is gorgeous too. Now I'll get a little wider. Still not going off the edge.
It is on this side.
No, that's the white.
Oh.
I don't want the color to go off the edge yet. The cushion I do want to go off the edge. That's gorgeous. So far I'm liking what's happening.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
I'm liking what's happening. And it's making finger cells. Those long stringy things are called finger cells. Now I can let it come up this way a little bit, still not letting it go off the edge, the color. I don't want that going off yet.
And kind of, in a way, that border around it to a point looks nice.
but it has to go off.
It has to.
Yes, too much paint left on the canvas, it'll crack.
Okay.
That's just a rule. And sometimes you hate that because some of your best stuff goes off as well. That's why I put my best stuff in the beginning of the cup. Because all this edge stuff is going to go off eventually, but it's stretching the middle.
Boy, that shine is unbelievable.
But it'll dry flat.
Oh, it will?
Completely flat.
Because it looks like glaze.
Yeah, no, it'll dry completely flat.
Wow.
You don't remember that. It dries completely flat.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to put your finishing, whatever finishing you want on it. Semi-gloss, satin, high gloss, or resin. So it's really stretching beautifully, and I'm loving that it's finally letting the turquoise come through. It's got to come over this way a little. I want to try to save some of that turquoise. So carefully, slowly. No rush on this. Just going to let it go off a little bit. That's it. Let it come back right away so I don't lose that. And it stretches it meantime. See how it's stretching it? Everything's growing. See how it's growing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll go around this way a little bit now. Don't want to lose that diamond blue on the edges entirely, but something's got to go off, so that's where it is. Slowly, keeping in touch with what I don't want to go off. As it comes around here, I'll let that go off a little bit, rock it a little bit so it goes off slowly and not all at once. It's almost there. The more I tilt, the more gravity will pull it down. Woohoo!
That's really pretty.
Okay, that one little tip didn't go off. Okay. Cool finger cells. Whoa, it's really growing. Okay, let me go this way. I wish more of the turquoise would come through. Let's see if I tilt this way. If we get more turquoise, we get a little bit of this off. And more of the turquoise will grow as I tilt this way.
Mm-hmm.
And let it go off the side slowly. I don't want to lose all that beautiful blue.
Yeah.
So I'm being very careful as I go around. That's growing like crazy. And let it keep coming around. Let that blue grow. As I tilt this way, that blue at the top is going to grow again. I'll get it back.
And that looks like it takes the most out of the whole procedure, is that proper distribution of
Tilting is
tilting.
Tilting is crucial.
Yeah.
Tilting is an art in itself.
Yep.
You don't tilt right, you don't learn how to tilt right, you'll just a waste. And in the beginning, you over tilt and you lose a lot of stuff, but after a while, I watched some. Oh yeah. So I wish I had a little. I wish I did have a little white in the center.
A what?
A little white. I wish I had put a little white. I think I did add some white, but it didn't show up at all. Turquoise is coming through. These are all. Now I got to be careful. I don't do this. Okay. I was about ready to go points at something, and that would have dripped in there. These are all finger cells, and they will expand and come out more when I hit them with the gun. I'm not happy with the center. The center is too muddy. Center is too muddy. Let me go this way a little bit, let that grow a little bit more. I want this to grow a little bit more. I almost did it again. Pointed and almost, thank goodness nothing dripped into it. Let's let this grow a little bit more up there. That's really pretty. Okay. Now this does not have to be smack dab in the center. It can be like it is.
That's really, really pretty.
Yeah, well, Carol always should say, "Oh, that's beautiful." And I said, "No, I'm not crazy about it." And she's like, "Really?" I said, "Nope, I'm going to have to do it over." So I really wish my center was a little lighter. The orange did do what it was supposed to do. Let's hit it with the gun and see what happens, if I like it better. This will bust bubbles. It'll bring up more of these cells in here. It'll bring up more of these veins in here. It's already doing it. It'll emphasize things. Gotta be careful I don't start a fire or cook the paint. This is a pretty powerful torch. It's making this more emphasized, which is good. I want the lighter colors to come out more. With the gun, you just got to remember to keep moving. It's okay to stay in one place, but keep moving. Okay. Okay, let's see. The center is muddy. So I have to make a decision. Am I crazy about it? No. So I think what I'm going to do is do it over, just completely over. This will act as the cushion now. So let's get some more paint off on purpose.
I think it's beautiful.
Let's get more paint off. No, the center is muddy. It's not good. And so let's get more paint off on purpose, so it's not too much paint. Well, it's stretching nice though. It's stretching really cool. That top is growing beautifully, but the center is muddy. I'm pretty particular, and that's because I know what I can do. I know what can happen if I keep trying. I don't get satisfied with mediocre ever. So what I'm going to do is, I forgot to check to see if it was level too, but that's going to go under there anywhere where it's level. I'm going to do it over. Where did I put the cup? Oh, I put the cup. Oh, there it is. Okay. I got to get rid of this because I need a clean bottom. Diamond blue is dynamite. Okay, I'm going to change things a little bit. First, I'm going to put the white instead. Now, I think I'll put silver because that's pretty white. That's pretty light. Got to give it a little stir. Okay, I'll put that in first. Whoops. Got the camera going. Let them see what I'm doing. So this was muddy, so we need to do this over. I'll put some white, silver, then the orange, because I do like the orange towards the center. And I'm going to put some white just to keep it light, not too much. And then I'm going to put orange again. No, I'm going to put turquoise. Quite a bit of turquoise. And then that stunning blue. And the other blue. And I think that's it. Okay. Here we go. Try again. Let's see. Now, see, the lighter color is all the way over here now. That should be the last color in. And that will hopefully change my center, so I like it a little better. So that's acting like a cushion now, or a base, so I don't have to put another one down. Liking it better already. Woohoo! Gonna have lots of finger cells. Here comes my orange. You gotta have your finger ready so you don't make too much of a squiggly center. If you do get a squiggly in there, you just take a stick Just get that squiggle out. There you go. So it's a prettier center. There you go. Okay, so we fixed that. I'll wait a couple of seconds. It's going to be entirely different. Give it a little heat. Bring up some finger cells, hopefully. Now, because I added white in there, it made the orange very light. So let's see what happens as we tilt. Okay. Here we go. Second try. It's making some cells in there. It's making some finger cells in there. It's got some cool cells up here. Let's see what happens when we tilt. Same thing. Go around real slow. And it'll make that stretch, hopefully. Moving it around. The turquoise is coming up stronger. Good. The orange, you kind of lost the orange, adding that white. Or gray, whatever it is I added. Metallic gray. Let's let it go around. I'm still not letting it go off the side, really. Just letting it get close to the side, but not off yet. Finger cells are starting to grow. That's good. Okay, let's let it start stretching. Whoa. That's cool. Let's let it go around. I'm going to let some of that come off because it's too much white. Ho, 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 ho. Lift, 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 lift. Let it come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. I don't want it to all go off. I'd love to keep this. But if I want to get rid of some of that white, okay, let's let it go this way. What's so fun about this is you never know what it's going to do. Never know exactly what it's going to do. Keep some of that on the edge there, that beautiful blue. Let that go off just a little bit. Get rid of some of that white. Let it come back. Okay, depending on the way I'm tilting, hopefully we'll stretch the finger cells.
It's really pretty.
I don't like the top.
The top where your hand is?
This.
Oh, okay.
It's too white. I put too much white in. I hardly put any white in, but I guess I shouldn't have added it right after the orange.
Oh, it's coming over.
Yeah, it has to come over. I want to get rid of some of it. It's making those finger cells grow over here, which is I want them to. Get rid of some of that vague orange. Well, that looks nice. That looks pretty cool. See, I don't mind this stretching this way. It doesn't have to be in the center. As long as the composition looks okay. You can get rid of a little bit more of that. It's making these stretch. Keep some of it. Gotta keep letting stuff go off the side. Slowing up. It's the paint is slowing up, going over the side, so that's a good thing. Because you don't want it to have too much paint on the surface. It's also bringing up little cells, and these finger cells are stretching. Let's stretch it a little bit more. This way. We don't want that center to go off entirely, so let's bring it back. You have to bring it back fast,
Yeah.
or else much more will go off the side.
You got that really stretched a lot.
Yeah.
And that piece that you didn't like, you covered it good.
Yeah, I'm still not crazy about it, but it's better, I think, than it was. And it's different colors than I usually use, so I don't know. I might keep it. We'll see. We'll go to you next, and then I'll leave this. It won't dry fast. I might go back to this after we get you going, okay?
Yeah, yeah.